Hello, Com 101. My name is Monica J. Chow, and this is my speech called Cooking at Home with Family. So, who here watching has ever had a famous dish known to your family? Something that everyone talks about at Thanksgiving, at Christmas? Anyone? I have. It's called killiwilli. It's fried plantain. It's loved in our household. Everyone absolutely just eats it up when anyone in my family makes it. But that's not the story here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the reasons why I believe that cooking at home can bond you with your loved ones. I personally have cooked many times in my household, but I've also cooked for other events. At my church, we have an international day about once a year, and I bring in some of my killiwilli that I make at home, and tobe, which is just fried bread. So I have a pretty decent amount of experience in this subject, I would say so. I've also used this skill at cooking at home to bond with my family and my friends. So I've invited my friends over, and we've made just silly things, and overall it's made our friend group just really stronger overall. So some of the main points today that I'm going to be going over with is how you can connect with family, how it's a bonding moment for those who don't cook often, and how it can open creativity for those who maybe are a little more artistic. So connecting with family. Family isn't always nearby. Sometimes they live overseas, sometimes it's down in Florida, California, Texas, all over the map. Cooking at home with technology can help you connect with them. For example, there's this Facebook advertisement, which I have linked in my outline, but can't show you all, unfortunately, because of this unpredicted channel that we're using. However, the advertisement starts with a daughter who's burning a piece of food in her kitchen, and she's calling her dad, and she's like, "Dad, I need help with this dish. It's out of control." They have a little chuckle, and you can see slowly throughout the advertisement they get closer and closer, and she's cooking for a date. The dad obviously asks, "Oh, who's coming over?" and she hangs up the phone. It's a really small advertisement, really short, but it just has a really big impact, and it has a lot of uncovered meaning that you can see once you watch the video. Also, there was a New York Times article where this editor had this grandmother that lived, I believe, in Florida, and she lived all the way in New York, and she was calling her grandmother up, which was very old, by the way, I believe 90, and they were just going over old recipes that the grandmother had learned when she was a child. And I just thought that that was like a great way to bond with family when you're not exactly close to them. The second reason that I'm going to be going over today is bonding and how that can be a great thing. Bonding when you're cooking at home can happen, let's say, with a group of friends. I was with a group of friends and we were cribbing some cake. Unfortunately, we didn't have any cake on hand, so we made some, but we kind of burned it, and it wasn't the most enjoyable, I had to say. However, it made for a really fun, really hilarious moment that we talk about every single time we come back together as a friend group. The third reason that I'm going to be sharing today about cooking at home is creativity. Creativity is huge, especially as someone with an artistic ability. I'm not the most artistic around. However, I have seen many of my friends produce their, their expressions through cooking. For example, in my AP Lit class, I had a classmate who brought in a cupcake that was frosted with like little tiny pigs, because we were reading Lord of the Flies, a pig story. Well, a character that was named a pig. However, it just looked so amazing, and it brought us closer together in the classroom, personally me and her, but the rest of the classroom, we're more inviting to her, talk to her more often. It was really wonderful. So basically, the reason why I shared this speech for you today wasn't just to yell at you or kind of convince you otherwise, but it was to share with you that cooking at home can have these three major impacts that everyone should have a little taste of. It can connect you with family. It can bond with people that don't usually cook or don't really have that much experience in cooking. And it can open a world of creativity that you never knew that you had. And with that, today, Column 101 is why I leave you with this. As Chef Gusteau says in Ratatouille, anyone can cook. Take a stab at it. Bye-bye.